Hey guys, welcome to another. Whenever I sit like this, I feel like I sit too. I was saying Nanda Garandrik too comfortable, so I felt like I wasn't. I really want to talk about what it's like to eat on a caloric deficit. I feel like before my food life was chaotic. I was very dependent on cravings, on what to eat. So for example, if I just felt like in the middle of the day, nasi for dinner, I want mazondo and I have enough time to cook them, so I'm gonna have them. It will be that. Food is it's such a time-consuming part of our life. For it to be chaotic was really not serving me in any way. So one of the things that I've just really appreciated about attempting to count my calories and watch what I eat is the structure that I've created around food. And it starts with shopping. It starts with shopping. An American grocery store can be so overwhelming. Can't even find what I'm looking for. Anyway, here for the water. Okay, so first thing I get is the bread. 2 slices, 120 calories. That's my preferred bread. Part of my breakfast, and then I usually have that with eggs. I got some turkey, some ground turkey. I don't like ground turkey that much, but once in a while I feel like I need a little bit of extra protein in my breakfast. I can use that. I got some eggplant. I was influenced because I ate eggplant last week and it tasted so good. I got bell pepper. I got cucumber. These are just like, I love cucumber. It's almost always on my shopping cart every week. I got a bit of pasta because I don't want to eat sadza this coming week. I've had sadza 2 weeks in a row as my carb and I think I'm over it. I have Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are also like my go-to vegetable. I have broccoli at home as well, and I'm most likely going to get some cabbage to add to my meals. So that's really what a week of grocery shopping looks like. There's also cauliflower rice. That's the only thing that's not here. Cauliflower rice and regular rice. So you guys get the picture, right? Like, I now have an idea of what my shopping list for the week looks like. That's something that I totally never used to appreciate. I kind of run my kitchen like it's a lab. I've got inventory, I check the stock, I, replenish every week and every other week. Like, I almost know what I need to keep my household running. And the other place that I've benefited the most in that kind of structure is financially. Like, guys, I'm saving so much money. The second benefit is I meal prep now. I meal prep, and meal prepping allows you to really give yourself time once a week to experiment. Now I cook once a week. I cook over the weekend. I feel like it has created a surplus of food thought process in my head. Food is not something that I have to scrounge and work on and look for and gather, and there's a surplus. There's always food available for me to eat when I'm hungry. I don't think about food anymore. Which, before would have sounded depressing to me, but now I get that I don't think about food because I have it.
It's okay to eat at your work desk if you're working from home.
Play around with my meal preps. I've added cauliflower rice to regular rice. I've added turnips to my salsa. I've added so many more vegetables to my palate, like things that I used to think were like fancy. And I'm gonna say this, guys, I only used to eat artichoke when I would eat out. I never used to just buy it and eat it. And now I go to the store, I buy it, I cook it, I eat it. The one part of my life that I feel like I've had to restrict is the kind of meats I eat, the kind of meats I enjoy. There was a bit of restricting, and then there's a lot of like experimenting. I don't really like ground meats as much, but I'm having to like play and dip and dabble with that, especially ground turkey. It wasn't my thing, but I've had it 2 different ways now that I liked. And I think everything else is pretty much the same. Chicken. Guys, I eat mostly chicken thighs and chicken breast. Mazondo is not everyday food. Oxtail is not everyday food, for me at least. And when you look at the caloric density of some of those foods, you're like, why was I even doing this to myself? The other thing that I don't struggle with as much is, that sleepiness that happens after eating. I don't struggle with that as much. I can actually tell when I've done something that triggers that like response. And yes, everybody, it's normal for you to need to, rest and digest, for you to feel like you need to sleep because wajira. But when it really knocks you out, and it really used to knock me out. I used to be an afternoon napper. I used to be an after food sleeper. Like, it was really becoming a thing for me, mostly because I was just eating these big meals and also partly skipping meals. I don't know what I was doing. Like, something was off with the way that and then the last thing is, I have so much respect for my food and my meals and my meal times. I have boundaries around eating now. I don't skip meals and just, I'll eat later. There's a certain level of self-care that I have now about eating when I'm supposed to eat that I never used to have before. Combining all of this with like drinking water, exercising, and sleeping, I don't play. If I need rest, I get rest. Even when I'm in the gym, I can tell when I'm pushing myself too hard. Like, I just feel like I take a little bit better care of myself. It doesn't have to be counting calories, but investing a little bit of time in what you eat, how it looks, is really worth it. And I have to say, it was harder in the beginning, now it's easy. I count my calories on my phone. When I started counting calories initially, I really used to use the scale. I have a scale, and I used to use it, and I still do, I do it once a week, so it doesn't feel like... Scales are not expensive, but when I bought it for my business, and then I still use it for that, for shipping packages for my business. So I measure what I'm putting in the actual lunchbox. You guys will be able to see a screenshot of what I'm looking at, right? So part of it is that I create custom meals, right? Like a pasta dish, I already know what that means. Like, in my head, I already know what that means. And you can change them. Like, you can change what's in a custom meal starting from today going forward. Like, my current pasta meal is the pasta with shrimp in it. And then I have a cauliflower chicken. That's actually rice and chicken and veggies. It's like a basic. I have a breakfast classic. My breakfast classic has bread, eggs, and a cup of tea with sugar in it, with 1 sugar in it. I have so many weird names. I have a work lunch, I have a cauliflower gizzard steak. Some of them are weird. I have a turkey sandwich, which is literally bread and turkey breast from a particular brand. I have fast food. These ones really help me out. I have a fast food meal, which is actually, it's a Wendy's Dave's single, no cheese, with fries in it. That's like my little meal. I will either get a water or a Coke Zero. 0 calories, doesn't count. Of course, it's good to kind of write everything down, but I'm mainly counting macros. That's the truth. And then I also have a Chick-fil-A kids meal, which is, this one is labeled as an 8 nugget. So I guess I've played with it around. But the Chick-fil-A kids meal, It's like 5 nuggets, a small fry, and a drink. Again, usually it's 0 sugar drink or water. And then I have beef noodles. I call them beef Korean noodles because it's angel. I use angel hair pasta. I use a barbecue sauce, like a sweetener, but it's actually like it's called Hugh's Smokehouse sugar-free barbecue sauce. And then I use steak, and I also put a whole bunch of vegetables in there, but I don't count everything. So I have custom meals of like things that I'm actually eating. And then yeah, Saturday, I'll document Saturday. I remember some of it off the top of my head. So Saturday, the first thing I had was a banana. So I can actually just go in there and put banana. Do I really stress whether it's a medium or a large? I just pick something. Add to that. What else did I have on Saturday? So that was like the main meal. Then I had a lunch meal, which was actually a rice and turkey, ground turkey. And I'm now at the point where I can also tell what 4 ounces really is for certain things just by looking at them. Like rice, I can tell what 4 ounces of rice is. I can tell what 4 ounces of ground meat looks like, depending with the type of meat. That's just now like a little bit easy. That was like my meal. And then for dinner, I had Chick-fil-A. So I can go to that custom and hit, even though I know that that's not the correct, that Chick-fil-A recipe is a little bit more than what I had. That's it. And so I can already tell these are the calories. This is what I ate on Saturday, even though I didn't document. So for me, as long as I am under the caloric requirement for myself, I'm fine. I also worked out on Saturday, and I can document working out as well. I can say I was on the treadmill for 19 minutes or whatever, 20 minutes, walking or running, whatever I feel like makes sense. So that was really a big part of it in the beginning, in the beginning. I had to always document everything. I'm at a place now where I don't really have to document everything. Do I have little things that I do that I should document? I watch myself now, so I like candy. At work where I work, there's always a piece of candy somewhere. It's somewhere available, and so those are things that I know. So I always pick the candy that I already know the caloric value of it, like a Starburst. They're very few calories. So a little bit of a Starburst, a little bit of a Hershey's Kiss, things like that. Like you can grab those little things, and then also there are days when you'll eat more because it's social, because you can just live your life. In the beginning, I tracked my calories every day because I really was trying to get used to it. Now I have a good idea of what it looks like. I don't have to track my calories. And when I eat out, I don't track my calories because trust what people say. Like literally, there are some meals that I see and they're like, this is 1,000 calories. I'm like, this looks like 2. And I also don't do the compensating things. Like, oh, let me eat less because I'm gonna go eat more somewhere. Nope. I don't do that. There was a time when I went for dinner with the girls and they had flatbread. Guys, when I tell you, Kuja, I ate that flatbread. I ate the flatbread. I ate the bread. I ate the breads. I ate everything. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm vlogging. I was like, wow. Oh, it's expensive. The vloggers. What do you mean are you vlogging? Yeah, aren't you supposed to do something? That's it, guys. Oh, don't forget to comment. Hey guys, please subscribe. You guys are watching the videos and you're not subscribed. Please subscribe. Thank you. See you in the next one. Bye.